very warm welcome to a sunny Kirkcaldy. My name is Callie York, hope you're keeping well. Well, here it's Friday night football in the Kingdom of Fife as Ayr United face Raith Rovers. A big game tonight. Ayr sitting in 5th place, Raith Rovers in 7th place, but a win tonight, they could jump above Ayr in the league, so it's very tight there this season. I suppose the concerning thing for both teams is their recent form. In the last 10 games, Ayr have only taken 8 points and Raith have only taken 9 points, so two worst formed teams in the league. So it could be a bit of a battle tonight, as both teams probably don't want to lose this game, and you might find it becomes a bit of a stalemate. That's going to be my prediction for tonight. I can't see many goals tonight, hope I'm wrong. I'm going to go for 0-0 draw as my prediction tonight. I think both teams will be keen not to lose this, and they might be quite defensive tonight and quite cagey, but let's see how we get on. Let's get along to Starks Park and get the team news. Now, I'm just en route here to Starks Park, and I've noticed a tweet from the Raith SLO saying that they're doing a food bank collection tonight for Kirkcaldy Food Bank. They seem to do this every month. Tonight it's a theme around Italian food, so non-perishable food like pastas and sauces, various things. So I've jumped in there and I've got some food I'm going to drop by. There's poverty all across Scotland, and if we can all do a little bit to help out, it hopefully makes a difference to these people. Got some sweets as well for the kids. I know they're not probably Italian, but if anything, I like my sweets as well, so nice to help out and do a little bit on my journeys. So I had the food into the food bank and they gave me a lovely Raith Rovers poster, which is great of them. I don't think I'll be putting that up on my wall, but nice thought anyway. I've been given a media vest as well because I'm going to be interviewing Scott Brown after the game. They've had to give me this so I can be recognised. So let's see how we go on, let's get into the ground.
The open goal scored by number 11, former commanding player Innes Cameron. Substitution for Ayr United, player coming off, number 2, Newcastle, being replaced by number 4, Sean.
A 1-0 to Raith Rovers at half time. A poor first half of football from both sides. Raith probably a slightly better team with a more creativity and coming forward, but they're just huffing and puffing and finding it difficult to create very much. With so many forwards out tonight, it's going to be difficult, but they need to find a way in the second half. Good strike from Innes Cameron to get the lead after 6 minutes. I missed the goal there, but ball bounced him and he says a half volleyed over the top of Max Thompson. Good finish, and that's really been the difference between the teams. You've seen better from here in the second half. Hopefully they can go out and improve and actually have some threat on the Raith goal, because they've been pretty powder puff so far, but 45 minutes to go. Hopefully we can see some better in the second half. Well, Scott, what was your thoughts on tonight's game?
From the first minute to the last, we lacked fight, we lacked spirit, but the thing is, we've got good quality players in the park, and they've got to have belief more in themselves. And like the first 45 minutes, I know we played Lucas up top, we're struggling for strikers, we've got a few injuries and that, but we've not had a shot, not one shot in the first half. And we changed shape, we went back to 4-2-3-1, we thought we can deal with the movement in the forward areas. Ennis cost us a lot of problems, if I was honest. The physicality and the lads didn't really deal with that. And then second half, it's one ball through the middle, they score a goal from that and it's a cross. And that's a disappointing thing, because there's a lot of good stuff that happened in the second half, getting into the final third. And I thought Fran came on, he done really well. He was composed, he gave a little bit of energy into the game, but he brought a little bit of belief in himself as well. And we maybe missed that lack of willingness to run in behind, a wee bit of quality. So we went for a little bit of physicality with Lucas, and I thought Lucas done okay. He worked hard, and it was going to be a hard shift for him against two experienced pros as well. But we didn't really win a header or a flick on or anything in the first half. So that's a disappointing factor. Second half come out, we actually start the game really, really well, positive, but then one cross in the box. And we work on that week in, week out. Every week we work on overloads, crosses in the boxes, positioning sense. When fatigue kicks in, it's your mindset, it's the willingness to go and deal with that. And like Ennis, physicality, he's a strong lad, but you need to make sure that we're ready. We've got arms up, we have to be stronger in that position. And the third one, it's one straight ball through the middle, and I thought the big man should clear him out. Chin manages to put his leg in, get a little touch of the ball. So look, it's not great at that point in time, because we are a little stretched, because we're trying to score a goal at that point. So look, devastated for myself, devastated for the lads, and it's a lack of belief in themselves. And they're good players, they're good pros, they come in every day and they work extremely hard. They need to get over the losing and drawing games. We need to get back to that winning team, that performance levels, and knowing that you come in and that you have a belief in each other.
So how do you actually create that belief, Scott? Because that's what 8 games in a row with no win, but how do we turn that around?
You've got to have the leaders in that group as well. And that, we had it last year when everything's going really, really well. You had leaders, you had willingness to get forward, you had willingness to work back to do the extra yard, and we lacked that little bit of leadership today. And that's disappointing, because when everything's going really, really well, everybody wants the credit. And it's Sunday now just to go dig deep, right, settle down, this is what we're going to do, this is why we're going to do it, and have a belief in themselves. But also small details, see the last inch tackle, that's a huge thing in football, or that last ditch header. We didn't have that belief today that we're going to actually do that.
Yeah, I mean, we seem to miss the leadership of Jamie Murphy in there, and obviously we missed Dowds and Oakley as well with physicality.
Defence pace as well.
Yeah.
Look, it was good to get Jude back.
Yeah.
You can see Jude wants to make forward passes, he's creative. Him, Ben Summers, Fran in the middle of the park came on, they had a little couple of combinations, but look, by that point in time, it's 75 minutes into the game, it's 3-0 down.
Yeah.
They've taken pressure right off, so it's easy enough to say the sub's done well. But at the same time, look, you've got to defend better. You've got to have a desire to keep the ball at the back of it, and there's an acceptance at this moment in time that we go 1-0 down. That's 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Within the first 5 minutes, we've been 1-0 down. And we work all week defensively, balls over the top, we know what they're going to do, and they just switch off for 2 seconds, and it's it's a slightly push on the back of Nick at this point in time, but still, it's a great finish. It is. And looking at another date, maybe doesn't go in when things aren't going for you. These things happen, but you've got to have a belief. You've got to have a spirit as well. A team spirit's by far better than individual talent.
Yeah, and it was a good travelling support for a Friday night game. A few weren't happy. I mean, what would you say to these fans?
No, I've got to apologise to them because they've came all the way straight from work, straight up to here, paid for their ticket, and watched our performance that lacked belief from the first minute. And that, look, I apologise for that. I take full responsibility for that, but we've got to turn the corner. We've got to believe that we can turn that corner, and if you don't, it becomes a really, really hard couple of weeks coming up.
Yeah, well, 3 home games, Scott, so hopefully we can turn it around. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah,
thank you. Hi Ben, a tough night, going down 3-0. What was your thoughts on the game?
Not good enough from start to finish. We conceded a really early goal, which sort of set the tempo of the game, and it was, no words that I say now can justify that performance. It was embarrassing from us as a team, and it's been going on for a while now, which is just saying it's not good enough and we need to do more, but it's the truth. It's just, as a team, we're letting everyone down, and it's frustrating. It's not good enough.
So how do you turn that around? You get 3 home games coming up, so what do you do to sort of change things to turn it around, really, Ben?
That's the question we're all asking ourselves at the minute, because we've been asking ourselves that for a while now. The form for I don't know how many games, the last 10 games, has been not good enough. There's been no wins, or not enough wins, and it's been frustrating, it's been difficult, and that's the question we're asking ourselves. I don't know the answers at the minute, but it's something we need to, as a team, get together and look at, and we have to pick up. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, still a tough night. There was a reasonable amount of travelling fans as well. Some weren't obviously happy with the performance, as you guys weren't. What would you say to the fans?
We have to apologise, and I know it's not something that they're just going to accept, because this action that we need to give them, we're not doing that at the minute. It was a long way for them to travel down from there, and we've turned up and given a performance like that, so it's not good enough, and just have to apologise.
Well, Ben, thanks very much for your time. Cheers.
Cheers.
So I'm back at the hotel. I was doing the post-match interviews, as you saw there, and just felt a real feeling of disappointment from the people, the sidelines there. It's a tough time for the United at the moment. You know, that's been 8 games without a win, and need to find a way to dig themselves out of this. It's only themselves that can really do that. You know, they have to dig deep and just find a way, an extra belief to try and fight back. Part of Thistle next, which is not going to be easy at home. Then we've got Dunfermline at home, and then Arbroath at home. So 3 teams are above us in the league, and we really need to try and find a way to get points to try and at least steady ourselves mid-table. Ross County defeated tonight, so we've still got a bit of gap between them, and we've got a game in hand over them. But we really need to be looking to try and do ourselves favours by winning games and taking points. And tonight we just weren't good enough. There was a lack of belief. We lost an early goal again, which really put us in the back foot, and we really didn't threaten them. We didn't have a shot on goal in the first half, which is really not good enough. We just we're lacking so many players out of injury. You know, Jamie Murphy, especially, as I said to Scott Brown there, is one guy we really miss his presence and his experience and his calmness, and bring other guys into play, and he makes other players around him play better. Ethan Walker's pace, Anton Dowd's hold-up play, George Oakley's threat in the box. You take these guys out of the team and you're really struggling, and that's what we are at the moment. And we just need to find a way to try and grind out results and not concede goals. And that, you know, defensively, some poor goals tonight to lose. That third one, the guy just went through the middle, the partner of the Red Sea. And, you know, we just can't let that happen. If you're going to give away goals like that, and you're not scoring goals, you know, there's no chance you're winning games, and that's what happened tonight. And fair play to Raith Rovers, they deserve to win, no doubt about that. They were the better team, the team in the front foot, the team that were wanting to create things and put balls in the box. And yeah, we were better at the beginning of the second half. Then we lose that goal from across from Mullen, and Cameron comes in and gets a good header and makes it 2-0, and then there's really no way back after that. Third goal, sloppy, as we say. But as well as we need to try and find a way to grind out a win or grind out points and make sure that we don't get dragged further down the table. That's all from me, Cal York. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. It was a tough one for us Ayr United fans tonight, but we just need to move forward, and the team has to find a way to find the belief. I feel for them. I know it's hard, and they're on a spiral down the way, but they're the ones that need to dig themselves out. They need to find the belief, and they need to dig deep, and they need to grind out the wins. And there's good players in there. They've shown it. They just need to come back next game against Partick and show how good they can be. That's all from me, Callie York. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. Take care, and I'll see you next Saturday against Partick Thistle. All the best. Bye-bye.